I completely agree with the sentiment here. There has been an influx of new locums, newly qualified locums, that for whatever reason do not seem to understand or appreciate their financial worth uh, in regards to the current market. I think, he's talking about a few years ago. I believe now that you guys that are newly qualified are considerably more qualified than the locums that would have qualified 10 years ago. Why? Because you've got skills in medical retina, you have professional certifications in glaucoma, you have independent prescribing abilities, you're WEX accredited, MEX accredited, etc., etc. You're very, very skilled. Your worth as a your primary care practitioner worth is very, very high. You shouldn't undervalue yourself. So the rate that you see historically hasn't really changed much, but you are worth more than that rate. So you need to be able to negotiate. Now, this is not being greedy. This is just appreciating your worth as a practitioner. If you're commercially sound, you're going to offer the best care to patients. Some of the rates are not reflecting that, and that's just me being truthful. You need to be able to negotiate. Yes, you need to give the best care. Of course, you're going to do that because that's what you've been trained to do. And so it just doesn't make any sense to me why you're not negotiating and why all of a sudden the rate is coming down. The cost of living, the inflation is going up, yet our rates seem to be stagnant or coming down. Is it to do with saturation? I can't comment on that because people think I'm gatekeeping, so I won't comment on that. But I'm asking you to negotiate. One other thing, which maybe I need I'm mistaken on, or I've got a misunderstanding with regard to, but as a locum, I can't get my head around why someone would book a shift 6 to 9 months or a year in advance. Doesn't make any sense to me, genuinely. Because if you know that you're going to be working that shift, you may as well be a resident, and arguably you're definitely not going to be getting a good rate for that. On the one-off occasion, it's fine, but at the same time, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe someone needs to explain that one to me. Okay? Again, this is just to garner my thoughts. This is not an attack on anyone. I actually think you guys, us as optometrists, have such a vast array of skills, but it's not being reflected truthfully in the pay. Again, pay is always a taboo topic. People don't really want to talk about it. Again, God does provide and always will provide. Okay, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't have these conversations, and we should stick together as locums and optometrists alike.